Good morning. Phew, I didn't look at myself in the mirror. Just a reminder, the reason it's all kind of haphazard, the hair, the beard, and I'm letting it grow out on purpose. Remember, I'm going to get that big makeover. I'm trying to do my best in the meantime, but welcome. Day number 97, Friday. And it's 32 degrees out at 4:45 a.m. here in Minnesota. Welcome and thanks for coming along with me on my morning walk. But that gets to today's topic. It's kind of a overriding topic of all my topics. And that's priorities, setting priorities. We, as a little kid, start learning to set priorities, right? And sometimes we do a good job at it, and sometimes a little. And as we get older, those priorities obviously change. Our situations in life change, so our priorities have to change. You get married, you get a house, you get a job, you get a dog, you get kids, the old story. With every change, then your priorities have to shift. So for the longest time here, I did not prioritize my health. I prioritized enjoyment. I prioritized comfort. I prioritized pleasure. I prioritized pleasure. And I think back on it now, and it's like I was doing that to fight the depression. I was eating food to try to feel pleasure because I didn't realize how bad the depression had gotten. Funny how you see things in the rear mirror, you know. So yeah, I was doing things to try to combat the depression, not realizing how bad the depression had gotten, and that screws up your priorities just a bit. So I put health way down on the bottom of the list. Like I said, I hadn't stepped on a scale, didn't want to step on a scale, didn't want to count calories. I tried a few times to start up a food log, but I would get discouraged every time, you know, to track my eating. Part of that was because I also had the binge eating disorder therapy in the middle of all that. That they encouraged us to do a food log. So the binge eating therapy didn't really help my depression. It almost really made it worse, quite honestly. Anyway, and it's kind of a sucky thing that here's, you know, professionals, mental health professionals, watching me, hearing me talk, and they can't pick up on it. That's sad. Anyway, here and there. But priorities. So your situations in life obviously change your priorities. I took care of the depression. I no longer had the same need to eat pleasurable foods, satisfying foods. And again, I remember I told you the story about Christmas chocolate. Back in November, I was so down. I'd see the Christmas chocolate in the store and say, I want that, I want that, I want that. So I bought two big, giant, imported from Europe, foil wrapped Santas and other chocolate treats. I haven't touched any of them. I still have them all. Here it's April, and I have had no desire whatsoever to crack them open and consume them. That's totally different. Priorities. My priority about just, you know, my desires and my priorities have definitely shifted. So, yeah, That's surprising me, because I'd always eat up all the chocolate. That used to be the thing, So, why did I make health my priority? Because it became obvious that I wasn't having pleasure in things because I wasn't healthy. I couldn't walk. I could barely get to the supermarket. Honestly, I told my cousin, I said, I'm having trouble even just walking to the supermarket. How horrible the things had gotten. So it dawned on me that now that I don't need to prioritize other things in my life, I could finally get back to reprioritizing my health. And then suddenly it dawned on me, it's like, well, I'm thinking about retirement, but if I'm not healthy, what's the point? I want to be healthy so I can enjoy my retirement. So yeah, priorities. Sometimes you have to look in the future to do those priorities as well. If you can't see the future because you don't think you have one, that's going to mess up your priorities. Yeah, no, there's a lot of things that influence your priorities. And again, they change. So it's good every once in a while to sit back and just contemplate what's important to me. Forgot to do that again. Ooh, unlucky Viking. Okay. What's important to me? Because, that's obviously going to change. What's important to me? Socializing. Again, I haven't done a lot of socializing in person, but I've sure met a lot of nice people in the last 3 months. I've met people who have good hearts, but maybe their priorities are a little different. So if you're struggling setting priorities, again, give yourself a break. Just kind of relax and then reestablish what's important and how you can work toward your goals, because you're only going to make your goals if you make them a priority. You see how it's all tied together, right? So my goal is to get to 190. So how am I going to get there? Well, I got to make health, walking in the morning, eating right. That's why I've got 5 health-related apps on my phone, because I've made it a priority. All these things are tied together. So, setting priorities. Don't feel like if you've got the wrong priorities, you can't change them. You can. Again, align them with your goals. It may be that you do have to take care of your mental health first, just like me, because I didn't do a good job of setting goals and priorities when I was depressed. So think about that as well. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following my progress. Thanks for making my walk all that much easier. Because believe me, as I'm talking and walking and paying attention to what's going on in the screen, you out there, it goes by so much faster. And again, I'm being held accountable. People notice when I put up there, day whatever, they see that number go up and up. They may not watch the whole video, but they know I'm out there, I'm doing it, I'm getting it done. And my heart rate goes up. My Fitbit tells me that. So this is a forever thing. Maintaining my health is a forever thing now. So thanks. Have a good day. I might be back later. Being a Friday. Well, I know I'll be back later. Sort of. Yesterday. I'll be yesterday first. And for sure it's back here tomorrow morning. Bye.